Also, Wallace's whole family, the Wallicians, are joining us at the gig. In this episode, we should talk about how all the members of the team are part of the team. Now, there's one more opportunity, and I actually really want a member of the Hype Fam to do this.
James.
Yo, welcome to another amazing episode of Moving Differently. We're here in Rome, in like the poshest airport ever. It has every designer store you could imagine, like all the craziest drip, yet somehow they don't sell a lot of food at all. So we've been scraping around trying to find something good. We are here on the way to Croatia. We just come from Mykonos, and yeah, playing at one of the top 10 clubs in the world tonight in Croatia. So this week throughout the episode, I'm going to introduce everyone who's on the team and tell you exactly how they ended up doing the jobs that they do, what qualifies them to do that, where they came from, and how you could also end up doing jobs just like that. Yo, so we've got Rashawn K with us, we've got Sabian Pig with us, cheese, we've got Wild Wallace, and you can actually turn this around because it's on autofocus.
Oui.
And we're using a slightly different lens right now as well, so the geeks will be able to tell. Let me know if you think it's better or worse. I'm not going to tell you anything more. Alright, transition. Is it video?
It's video.
Oh.
Welcome to Croatia. So nice. Don't know if you can hear me right now. Quite far from the mic. You might notice a difference. The lens. You can actually see me more clearly or in depth. But look at the zoom.
That's Sean.
Is it good?
It's really good.
Yeah, we just thought we'd just stop off. There's a little hut over there that sells cheese. But yeah, gig tonight, same place, different club. We were there last year, and now we're gonna return, do a mazza. Anything new for tonight?
Yeah, loads. Haven't done it yet, but loads.
Transition. Yo, we are here, Club Papaya. Last week, no, 3 weeks ago, we was down there in another club. You can't see it, but this is like the father club. We're doing a sound check right now. Slight issue with the faders. Let's show you around the venue.
Got to replace the mixer because the actual faders are getting tight. Oh, good man. Good job. Yeah. It might work fine, but it's just trying to. We don't want it to get stuck now.
So we have Rashawn K in the decks. It is going to be his birthday in like 3 hours. So we have to plan something special for Rashawn. Rashawn don't know this because he's over there. But what do we do? What is?
I don't know. Let's think about it and come back to it. Because now we're doing sound check.
Yo, so whilst it's a bit quiet right now, during sound check, it's not just sound check, it's also like a visual check, like the area, the screens, we can see what's wrong, potential risks, or like, we could also see good angles and like potential sick shots for the actual show. We can make sure everything's working. Obviously they already checked it before, but we want to just double check it because sometimes people can make mistakes, innit? But you know, right now it's looking pretty good. The screens look sick. I could imagine there's going to be sick pyrotechnics as well, I'm not too sure. But yeah, it's a vibe right now, but the mix is a bit dodgy, innit? But we'll see what we can do about that.
Just tell us what's happening.
Basically, at the moment, what we're having is trouble with channel 4. The fader will go up and plays. Anyway, yeah, the actual CDJ will play it on channel 4. It's just the fact that as soon as it gets right to the top of the channel, it cuts out. So whereas if I was to play, you can see the track, you know? I have to push it to get the sound out. Do you get what I mean?
So basically, there's like not a biting point.
Yeah,
So yeah.
that's the only issue we're having right now. Everything else is crisp, like deck 2, 3, and 4. Brilliant. We're gonna do it in a minute. All that's brilliant. Having an issue with the Q button on deck 1. So they're gonna replace deck 1 and the mixer. The only problem we have right now is that we won't be able to sound check even one of them because it's gonna take a while for them to turn up. That's the only problem. So the only option I have is that I'll come back before everyone else just to see it actually functioning and working. But apart from that, all good, man. All good, all good, all good.
What are we saying, Rash?
We just got a replacement thanks to this guy. Absolute legend.
Oh man.
Got a new deck 1 and a new mixer, so I'm just going to test both now. I'm going to test deck 1 by the in-ears just so I know it's working. This one feels like a brand new deck. Yes!
That's how you do sound check.
Right now, I can talk far away and I can hear myself here. We need to just turn down the volume of the mic in the monitors. These are the monitors. Monitors! Speakers by time.
One important message.
The guy's starting tomorrow, right? His birthday in about 2 hours.
Back from the sound check, everything finally went to plan. As you saw, we had to change out one deck 1, the first deck, and the mixer. It's quite difficult to have a broken mixer, but channel 4 was really, really bad. The only way I can explain it is imagine struggling to get a mixer to the top and it gets stuck. That's how it was. And it kept clipping. So when you play the track, as soon as you put the level to the top, the music just cut out. Not really ideal with someone that's technical like James to do on a show like this that uses all 4 CDJs. Got it resolved. Like I said before, there's some hurdles you have to jump over to get things done. And we got it done. We got fresh CDJ 2000 Nexus 2, and we got a new mixer fitted as well, with everything working. Every single button works. As you can see from me checking that sound check, I check everything from the low end, so that's what controls the bass, the mid end, which controls the mid section of the music, and the tops as well. And also the effects unit, important, gotta check the effects unit, make sure everything works on every single channel on the effects unit.
Happy birthday!
Thank you, brother.
You give him a heart attack, bro.
I was like, I remember when we listened, I was like, what?
Yeah. Did you capture that?
I did.
Yeah.
That was a really good time.
Oh, man. You say happy birthday too now?
Happy birthday, Rashawn.
Thank you, sir.
If you need anything, let me know. This age could be an old age.
Waste, man.
Nah, I'm joking. More life,
Thank
more
you,
blessings,
Thank
more
you,
everything.
thank
Happy birthday, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Go up to him, bro. Just touch him with the camera in it. Yeah. Don't be shy.
Happy birthday, bro.
Thank you. There might be cream all over it, sorry.
There definitely is. Yeah. It's an old people thing if you don't know.
How would you know?
From Rashawn.
Ah!
Sam, can you jump into the frame and do a mad transition?
Just keep Rashawn to stay in that position.
You know what to do?
Sit next to the flipping shelf. So, Sabian spawn in.
Sabian what?
Sabian paid. Okay, so we're back. Roshan has gone to do something to systemize a meeting room, the first system of his birthday. Now we're thinking, what should we do for Roshan's birthday? I've already mentioned this earlier at soundcheck. We're thinking about getting a bottle of champagne and spraying him up. What do you think?
reckon? I don't know how he's going to respond to that, mate. I'll let you go first, innit?
Yeah, it could make it look like a violation in front of everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could look like we're mugging him off.
Yeah. Scrap that.
We could just pat him on the back, innit? Just be like, "Happy birthday." No, I'll do a shout out to him at the end. Problem is, they're not an English speaking crowd.
Yeah.
Well, they do speak English, but there won't be like English people there, you know. So I'll have to like say it super clearly.
It's his birthday.
Yeah.
And I'll just
Could
do CO2.
I was gonna say, could we do it where we get the VJ to put something up? 'Cause I'm sure that's easy enough for him to do.
What was he like?
Chill.
Was he gang?
He's some gang.
I reckon
Yeah.
he's gang.
Yeah. Alright, we'll try and make that work.
Okay.
It's on YouTube really because I've got a DJ. So yeah, alright. Let's get ready for the show. Alright, so I thought in this episode we should talk about how all the members of the team are part of the team. Because I always see like different comments, people are like, why do you need so many people with you? Why can't a DJ just turn up and DJ? And I like working with a lot of people, and today I want to explain to you why. And also, if you are someone who wants to work with a DJ like me, or even me, then hopefully you get some insight into how you could actually do that. So, first up, paid. Sabian paid. First question is, how did you start working with me?
So it started during like roughly lockdown time, innit? When the live streams were doing massive bits and like the live streams needed a bit of help, and James was working previously with someone else on his team, and I was invited through networking to help out with the streams.
Yeah, so Sabian's like doing like some camera stuff and then doing some like just kind of like general assistance for Roshan and Wallace and me when we're on the road. And also it's just good to have around for like banter, for like moving differently and stuff as well. Like,
But also security. Bro.
He's saying it like a joke, but it's sort of not a joke.
No one gets past me, bro.
One other thing I would say about Sabian is because Sabian is a DJ and a producer as well, I can like bounce things off him. So I'll be like, oh, what do you think of this transition? Like this, and then he'll be like, yeah, it's sick, but maybe try doing it like this. So because he DJs like similar to me, so it's good to have someone you can talk to that kind of stuff about. Would you give any advice to someone who wants to work closely with a DJ who has no idea where to start?
Networking is crucial. It's also crucial to like everything, innit? It could be literally anything. You just have to talk to the person. See, the way I talk to people, I talk to you as if I knew you for time. I might not know you at all, but I talk to you as if I knew you for like 5 years. And you have to just establish, act like you're friends already, be comfortable around them. And that could be on Insta. You try shooting a DM. You can, at events, like, don't come on too needy, otherwise that will make people back off. It's like chatting to a girl, isn't it? It's not all about going straight for the artist. If you look, don't be like a stalker in it, but like look who the person is affiliated with, look at the crew, reach out to them, and have to see the possibilities that you can go through.
So I would say as well, the first time I ever met Sab, we were doing like a location DJ set.
Pre-recorded.
And yeah, like a pre-recorded location DJ set. And Sab was like there just carrying boxes and shit, you know. And Sabian's one of them guys, and he came over and he was like, yo James, good to meet you, love what you do. And then after that point I could just tell he wasn't trying to get anything out of me. It was just like, oh, like he just seems like a cool guy, like someone that you'd be cool to hang out with. And he was helpful on the day without being too much. And And then yeah, he was just one of them guys who I'd call on when we were doing that kind of thing, like, oh, you need extra manpower for something, yeah, see if Sabian's down. And that's how he kind of worked from being a stranger to being part of the team.
Paid.
That's Quaid.
Paid Quaid.
That's paid, right?
No,
Mine is.
Am I doing Quaid?
you're doing Quaid.
Paid.
Paid. There you go.
I knew that.
Can someone tell me what the plan is now?
Right now, we have. Let me give you an hour 15.
15.
I'll give you an hour.
Birthday.
I'll give you
My
an hour
guy.
15.
An hour and 15 minutes. I'm gonna go get some music ready. We'll play some fresh stuff tonight. And then yeah, we're going to the club. It's gonna be sweaty as hell. Let's go.
Transition.
This guy!
Two.
Birthday man.
Dazzle?
Yes.
Oh, is that the Dazzle hat?
Yeah.
Electric shock, bro. Oh my days.
Hi.
Anytime now.
Yo, we're here in this fucking sick club. I forgot how cool it is. Me and Sabian came here like 3 years ago, 2 years ago, something like that. I love it here. It's fucking amazing. Papaya Club. It's like top 10 in the world. Cream are playing right now and it sounds beautiful. All this melodic stuff. It's Rashawn's birthday and we just told the waitress it was his birthday, so good luck, mate.
I got this, don't worry, man. I'll still be alive at the end of this.
Happy birthday, Sean. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sean. Happy birthday to you.
So, Rashawn.
What? You need to chew the grape.
You have to chew it, yeah?
You need to chew it.
Cheers! Happy birthday. I'm excited, man.
Here we
Excited? Been awake fucking ages, been awake like 20 hours.
Paid? How you feeling?
Wait,
Paid. Paid.
Feeling paid.
I feel a little.
thing, yeah, da-da-da-da. Jody and Rebecca, woman get busy. Just shake that booty non-stop when the beat drop. Just keep swinging it, get jiggy. Get conked up, percolate anything you want, for call it oscillating. If I don't take pity, want to see you get locked on the rhythm of my ride. And my lyrics up about electricity. Girl, nobody can tell you nothing, cause you don't know your destiny. You're sexy, ladies, you're born with us. You know the car with us, and you're born with us. You know the club, you want flex with us. You get flex with us, you can't flex with us. Come in, you want time, can't you see? You're gonna pass the name, you can see the fame. It's all good, girl, turn me on till I earn them on. Let's get it on. Till I earn them on, let's get it on. Till I earn them on, let's get it on. Let's get it on, let's get it on.
Pussy now because you did.
I heard you said you would do it too.
No, that's the thing. You didn't.
Hold on. James.
You said you would too? Oh my fucking god, I thought I got out of it. Only because it's Rashawn's birthday, I don't normally do this type of reckless behaviour. Yeah. I don't endorse this shit. To be fair, it's 45 a day though, innit? Cheers. Cheers! Hey.
Driver's here now.
Transition. So tired. Way past my bedtime. Sean caught fire tonight.
Saved you, man.
He saved me. You caught fire.
Sean's an arsonist.
I'm nowhere near. Yeah, he was moving differently tonight. I just looked over and they were like putting out a fire with a towel. I don't know. I think there's some footage of it here. Is that good?
Yep.
We did a surprise for Rashawn's birthday, and he was so not expecting it at all. And I think there's some footage of it here. Today's my 200th birthday. And there's a big Hype Fam banner.
Oh, the unlimited Hype Family now.
Unlimited said unlimited Hype Fam, and then they agreed. It's you see the like stereotype shows kept spawning as well.
Yeah.
I was like, where have you come from?
No, it was absolutely great. Like, yeah, I enjoyed it. Tech guy on point.
Jeez, we love it.
Tech guy
We love it.
on point.
I don't think there was anything wrong with the gig.
There was a fire and an arrest.
Yeah, but the show still went on.
Yeah, no, I'm only joking. I didn't notice it.
Yeah, as long as you don't get stopped, that's a good gig.
Yeah. Yeah, I think my set started out strong as fuck. The first 45 minutes, I absolutely loved it. The energy was fire. And then I was just like kind of lost my energy a little bit and lost my flow. Like I didn't plan my set very well. I had a couple of tunes in there that would have gone off in the USA that didn't go off so well in Europe, like kind of hip hop inspired tunes, you know. And I wasn't really switched on when I was putting my set together. So if I was to do it again, I'd probably take those out and the set would have flowed a bit better. But yeah, if I'm being super critical, like I still think it was fire. So anything else we need to add here? Paid?
Rashawn's leaving us.
Rashawn's leaving us.
How are we going to survive 24 hours without Rashawn?
Basically, he's going home because it's his birthday. He's going home for like 3 hours or something, and then coming back to join us again.
Literally.
Yeah. In the morning, I'm the tour manager, and we are going to wake up and eat breakfast here in Croatia, and then fly to Amsterdam via.
Straight
Oh, it's direct.
Yeah.
We're flying direct to Amsterdam, and then we stay there for the night, and then we're playing a festival the following day, which looks really big. It's called Dance Valley. It's gonna be sick. Number one record in Amsterdam. Who does this? Who does this? Who does this?
Transition.
One more thing.
Oh.
Has anyone got the footage of Wallace standing next to the guy who looks exactly the same as him?
Just on your phone.
Oh my days.
Can we put this in here, please?
Yep.
Brilliant.
Transition. Oh, paid.
Transition.
Here we.
Here we fucking go. Amsterdam.
I love coming to the Netherlands because I'm literally just coming to a shop and bought all the things that I'd buy in the UK. Basically like an extension of the UK, and I'm sorry if that offends you, but that's how the Netherlands seems to me. To be fair though, if you learn a bit about history, the Netherlands was a power before the UK was. If you remember Moving Differently about 5 or 6 episodes ago, we acquired an iron from a hotel in Amsterdam. Thank you very much.
You good, bro?
Yeah, man. Fucking hell. Been getting electric shocked every single day in this tour. Okay.
Yo! Dude, I'm here in a backpack in a hotel.
I've got my laptop.
Morning, bro.
Morning.
Morning, Pete.
Yo, why they got the AC on 25, man? How's it going?
Good, dude.
Yeah, alright, man. Alright, I slept for ages, you know. What?
Well, this one will never lay in. But my alarm didn't allow you to.
No.
Because I went to breakfast.
Bro, I was more than willing to skip breakfast this morning.
Really? Yeah?
Yep.
Wow.
And then Paid woke me up and I thought I'm up now, so.
Was the breakfast good?
No, it was shit.
Yeah, I set my alarm for breakfast and then fucked it off.
Yeah, good choice.
Because I don't even want it. Like, unless you're in a really serious hotel
Yeah.
where the breakfast's going to be amazing. Is it worth it? Probably not. So yeah, smashing out, workout. And then gonna get my set ready for this festival today. Get dressed. And we're going at 5 o'clock. It's like 2 o'clock now, or 1 o'clock?
2.
2 o'clock.
2. Alright, cool.
What's the plan now before the set?
Yeah, gotta get my set ready. And have a look through this Moving Differently edit with Wallace. Let's go. What am I watching here? It's got cuts in it already.
Yeah, it's fully cut.
Cool.
It's just a bit too long.
Alright, 6, so I've got to go and get my set ready. I've probably got like an hour and a half. Should be able to get some stuff ready. The lineup today is quite, it's quite like big room lineup, you know. Always tends to go that way in the Netherlands. I feel like, I guess because a lot of the really legendary big room artists are from the Netherlands, you know. So that's like definitely a sound that people like here. So I'm gonna make sure that my set fits that lineup. I don't want to go too low key with the house, you know. I want to kind of keep it a bit bigger feeling. I'm not saying I'm about to start playing big room, but I just mean so that my music fits amongst that sort of soundscape of lineup. Because there have been times where if you play after and before big room artists and you play too soft, it feels like your sound is a little bit lost amongst the mix, you know. So yeah, go and get my set ready, and we are leaving in 2 hours 15. Probably should have done this earlier. Bye, transition.
Have you seen yet? Rash. Rash.
You're late.
We're not late. We're 1 minute. We're 1 minute.
1 minute late. 1 minute late. 1 minute late. 1 minute late.
1 minute late.
So if you run on the set, yeah, as a DJ, yeah, and you're 1 minute late, then does that mean you're losing 1 minute of your set time?
No, because I'm the biggest DJ in the world and I tell them, yo, I'm playing 1 minute overtime.
Thoughts on that, Rash?
That's not how it works.
Oh, certain DJs could do that though.
Or they just stop the music.
Who stops the music?
You remember? Tell him about Brooklyn Mirage. What happened at Brooklyn Mirage?
Can confirm this.
I can see you, bruv. You're late.
Broke down, didn't you?
Yes, Wallace. What are you saying? You good?
Yeah, feel good. We were sat with Wallace last night. He said something and it came out like, and we were like, what? You missed it that much?
You missed me that much, bro?
Missed you, bro. Welcome back.
So it's gonna be the day. I got some like new shit that I've never played before. And after we played a couple of festivals in the Netherlands last month, I feel like I'm like better equipped for the crowds here, you know. So yeah, expect some new stuff. Expect Savvy and Pay to be doing sus things with his lips. And expect it to be a Mazza transition.
Edge of the Baltimore. Kill.
How long until you're on? 25.
How are you, bro? You ready?
It's fucking big out here. I didn't know it was going to be so big.
Stage is cool.
I'll catch you inside anyway, man. Enjoy it. I'll see you.
Thank you. See you later, man. If you need something, you get it.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. Oh, nice. So, yo, welcome to our dressing room. As you can hear, last time we were in Amsterdam, Sabian left his USB, someone got hold of it, and he's now playing through all of his favourite tunes on the main stage right behind us.
Jeez. Every time we touch,
Oh, that was a nice transition. Okay, so anyway, I wanted to keep talking about how to join the team, this team, another team, any team. How did these people get here? So I'm sat here with Wild Wallace, formerly known as, what was it? Jack, formerly known as Jack. And yeah, we're just going to talk about like, firstly, what do you do on the team?
I film and edit Moving Differently, and then I will film some of James's like social media content, so like the TikToks, the Reels.
How long have you been on team?
Since February, so that's what?
Well, 24 weeks, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because 24 episodes of Moving Differently.
Yeah, nearly 25. Turning 25
Yeah.
this Monday.
So the way that I discovered Wallace was I spoke to a videographer friend who's very well known and very well respected in the industry, and I said to him, listen mate, I'm trying to put this thing together, I'm I'm trying to make Moving Differently happen before it was called Moving Differently. And I need someone who's going to want to come on tour and basically do almost a full-time job working on Moving Differently. I was like, I'd love you to do it, but you're too busy and probably too expensive. So have you got any suggestions on how to do it? And I'll let you like take it away. Like,
I think that was it really. Like this. You want to say his name?
Yeah, say his name. It's
Yeah.
EV Pro.
EV Pro Reese introduced me to James. I already knew who James was, but yeah, he introduced me. I went along to 2 shows to film the first episode, and then Reese edited that episode. And then after that, because Reese is too busy, I took over, and it kind of just went from there really. And it just like, it didn't slow down. Obviously, it was a weekly thing, and it just carried on. And I think we all just worked well together, and in my opinion, just worked well.
Yeah. And how did you know Reese?
I knew Reese. I've known of Reese for a long time because I've done festival photography since 2018. So I followed Reese for a long time, and then I like communicate through Instagram with him, and I just reached out when he posted about this role.
So would you say like one of the main reasons you got the job is just almost through having Reese in your network and just staying on top of what the higher level guys like Reese are doing?
100%. When I was less experienced, I would be DMing all the photographers at festivals, like whatever field I wanted to get in. I originally started with drum and bass just because I fell into it. So naturally, I then.
Yo, just 1 minute, mate. Just filming something, alright?
Yeah, I'm sorry, what's up?
Oh, no problem.
So yeah, naturally I fell into following more and more drum and bass photographers and videographers, and then one day I came across Reese's Instagram, and then I fell more into house music, the house music photography side of it, and I just kept DMing people, taking any opportunity I get.
What are you saying in the DM?
Just like I'd be straight up honest with them and be like, I like your work. How do you do this? How do you do that? Like whatever I wanted to know, I'd ask them and basically like just gain as much information as I wanted and I needed. Because my needs in photography are different to someone else's. So if I was thinking, oh, my audio is quite bad for this video, I'd message Reese, for example, be like, what settings do you use? Things like that. And just find how I can make my work better technically, and then work on the creative side, like the look and the vision myself.
And what kind of a response rate are you getting when you message people who are like more successful than you?
It depends how you reach out to them. If you reach out and you sound really like, I don't like this word, but if you reach and you sound beggy, like you're trying to gain something from them for nothing, then you're not going to get a response. So if you approach them in a nice friendly way and just be honest with them, like you are trying to gain experience and knowledge, it depends on the person, but most likely they'll get back to you.
One thing I would add here as well, people like helping other people in general. There are some people who are just horrible and they don't, but if you ask someone a real honest question, it's very specific. Don't say, how do I become a big videographer? Say, how do I, what setting would you use to do X, Y, Z for a specific thing? A very specific question. Like, people are quite flattered when you ask them questions because it's like, oh, I really respect the way that you do it. Can you help me do that? People like helping. Like, I know someone asked me a really specific question, I'd be able to give them a good answer.
100% agree.
And what do you think makes you a good part of the team?
I think what I bring that's different, or what I bring is a strong trait of mine, is I'm really hard working. Like, I won't stop until I get what I want or need done. So if it means staying up all night to edit Moving Differently, then I'll do it because I know it needs doing and I want it done. I think Rash might disagree with this, but in different ways, I'm quite organised in the way I edit and the way I work.
No,
I might be a bit late sometimes.
No, 100%. He'd say he's organised.
Yeah.
He's definitely organised.
I know. I'm sure it's not easy to like keep hold of that much content and that much footage and the audio and all that. So that is a challenge within itself. Yeah. So one thing that I definitely noticed working with Wallace is he's not a know-it-all in any way. You can work with some people and they already know the answers, and those people they're not able to learn new things because they've already decided in their head that they know the way and their way is the right way. No,
everyone's way is the right way for somebody, but when you're working with me, then it needs to be a collaboration with me for us to find the right way that's best for us, for the project, for everybody. So one thing that's good working with Wallace is he takes on board feedback and he's able to adapt to feedback.
No, I totally agree. Wallace really takes on feedback. I think it's a positive thing to do. You should take on what people say to you, work together and come together on things to make it look how Moving Identity looks now.
Yeah.
So
the point I wanted to make is kind of adding on to that is like I'll listen and adapt because I don't want to be like I don't want to not be doing this. I know how much I've wanted this and worked for it for years, and I know how many other people would want to be in this position. So I'm not just going to sit there and be big-headed and I know it all about what I think's best, because what I think's best isn't always the right answer. And I think that applies to everybody. Yeah. So I'm like, yeah, I think I'm just super grateful, and I always, no matter, I think that you made a point a few episodes ago where you realise how many people would want to be in the shoes you're in. So you're not just going to sit there and whine about being tired a little bit. I'll make a comment and be like, oh, I'm tired, but I'm never ever complaining on moaning.
Yeah, one of our worst days on tour is a lot of people's dream.
100%, and it's always been my dream, so I always try to remember that.
Yeah, 100%. Well, I'm rich.
I'm rich.
Any transition?
Yeah, you do. You never get to do transition?
Oh, I never get to. What can I do? What's special?
Like, use the banana or something?
Would be something successful. Transition.
Almost.
You can sit there, yeah. Next to me, man.
I feel a little.
Can I be honest? I still want your hands up on my body. You still make my heart beat fast. Ferrari with me in the wave, but in the morning. Do you still want me? Do you still go! I still want your hands up on my body. You still make my heart beat fast. Ferrari, with me in the wave, but in the morning. Do you still want me?
I want to see every single person jump up when the tune drops. Front to back, left to right, hands in the air. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go.
James Hype, bitch. 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 James Hype, bitch.
Thank you so much. Make some noise for yourselves.
Hey man, good to see you, right? How you doing? Yeah, good to meet you, man. You wouldn't believe it. Yeah, it's all good, chillax. Yeah, it's sweet. Like, we just had all my gear, and we dropped it, and went through the fucking, it went into the pond. That? I was just running through the fucking pond, everything. And we just found it, so. You got it back, yeah? Yeah, I was about to go, wait, Jimmy, get back up there, fuck, yeah, it's all good. Anyway. How was it, yeah? Yeah, it's good. It's good. Good on you, mate. You're doing good things. Thank you. Love it. Absolute skills. Where are you from in Australia? Melbourne. We're going Melbourne in September. First time there, man. Right, hit me up again. We never need anything at all. Right, enjoy it. Enjoy it. Cheers, mate.
Now we're going to 4, 6, hello. Nice shot. Close moving. Very well, very well.
You want a slice?
No, I'm actually good. Where'd you get this from? Is this your rider?
Yeah, come on. How you doing? You know what you want? Guys, the hype just started.
The hype just started?
I have 2 songs.
Really? Yeah, it's a cool story. You gotta see what the hell, you know.
Yeah, just stand there. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you can walk with those guys. Okay, right, yeah, see you guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Dance Valley.
Complete. We're going to go back to the airport, hang out in the cool airport, probably eat some food there. Sorry, I'm just distracted by the fucking chauffeur cars coming through. Another one here. Yeah, we're going to go back to the airport, get some food and go to bed because we've got to go to New York at like 5 AM, so transition. Yo, debrief time. I got my banana. No. I got my that's why I got confused because it's called ananas. That's pineapple, and mango, which is also mango in Dutch. We're just eating some food and we've been chilling after the show. It was really cool, man. It was kind of Dutch lineups are so different to other ones, you know. Like we heard some really fast music before and after my set. Always get that in the Netherlands. The stage was really nice, really good setup, and there were loads of stereo HiTs there, loads.
Old ones as well, like
really old.
OG.
Some we saw the Social Distancing Social Club tee, proper old. So yeah, a lot of hype from there. The only annoying thing was because the stage was so high, and the crowd were on a hill. I was looking like halfway in, my eye line was like halfway in the crowd. So naturally, all the hype fan would come to the front and they were down there, but I was just looking like that. I kept forgetting that they were all down there. But yeah, really good. Nice. Good weather, good vibes, good people. Who does this?
Sick. Paid review. Now, there are a couple negatives, a couple positives. I think there's more negatives outweighing the positives, but none of the negatives are to do with us, as always. But like, no, dead serious. Like, I don't.
Paid review of everything that went wrong, not him.
But yeah, nah. So like, I think we smashed it as always. We had everything covered. Every issue that came to us, we fixed it very quick. But yeah, so like, in terms of positives, sick set by the way. Loads of new shit. Like, it was sick.
Yeah, bro. The beginning proper captivated me. Yeah,
it was bad.
Because it's like you doing that. Sorry to cut you off,
Yeah,
but
no,
you doing that made me think more creative of how the effects should be done, even though they weren't done perfectly.
What do you mean me doing that?
Like the way you were mixing the new tracks and stuff like that. I had to now, my mind sits now, alright, so where's the drop in this track? What's this track going to be? How you gonna do? So I have to, my mind's like
Just trying to catch you off guard, innit, bro?
Yeah. Like, you can't do that, bro. But yeah.
Good luck.
So yeah, after Roshan's comment, it was really sick, and yeah, like James was saying as well, bare Hype Fam everywhere. Like, Hype Fam make the show even more special, I think, because like, you've played to them people online for about a year or two,
yeah, legit.
and after you're thinking you've never seen them before, but they're there. Like, you see them on YouTube, it's just like a number and a name, and like, you don't actually get the interaction, whereas someone is actually out there like waving their shirt happily, like with pride in it, and it makes us happy as a team, because we have that connection. So it's sick. But yeah, no, like, it was really loud, which is pretty good. The weather as well, bussing.
So that's one comment I'm glad you said. Obviously, from where I was standing, I couldn't hear anything. That's why I made the comment. Oh, what was the monitors like on stage? I couldn't hear. From where I was standing.
Nah, monitors were good. Decks seemed pretty good to me. But yeah, but then negatives. There were like small negatives. So like, just, I don't know if we've spoken about this before, moving differently, but like stage etiquette where the cameraman would like try and push you out the way, or like, so like someone who's working for someone else would just come out of nowhere. It would be like, oh yeah, when you coming off, and I would be like, I'm with, like, we are all a crew. We're staying here. We're not like here for like one drop and have to see you later. Like, we're here to put the content out, and then they get really like fussy about it. But like, if you came up to us and asked, oh, is it okay if I could film one drop or something, just introduce yourself as well. Just be human, and then like, it makes us as a team more likely to be like, okay, we'll get out your way fully, and you can have the perfect video for the perfect drop. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, apart from that, there's not really been any more issues.
I think the lesson to be made is that to respect others like you like to be respected. Because if you're not going to respect someone's personal space while they're actually trying to work and doing the same job you're doing, how are you going to expect someone to respect you and what you're doing as well?
Fair.
Amazing.
So yeah, sick show. We are flying to Mallorca at like 6 AM or something, so we all need to go to bed. Looking forward to tomorrow. We get to hang out in Mallorca all day, and then I'm playing at BCM, where I've played so many times before. However, I haven't been there since 2019, and they've refurbished it and they've changed everything around. So it's going to be weird to see it. I'm going to see some old faces as well, pardon me. And yeah, it's going to be good vibes. Oh, also Wallace's whole family, the Wallisians, are joining us at the gig. Yes, that's really happening. So
it's gonna be wild.
I just hope they don't go too wild, you know.
Yeah. I've seen how you are, Wallace.
I guess we'll see.
Some sort of transition stuff.
What's this, Rush?
Ooh,
I don't know.
what is that?
Like, what is that? Nan's pillow or something.
Just a shit.
We are in Mallorca. Especially in Magaluf. We're going BCM. It's been about 24 hours since Wallace turned the camera on. Whoever's holding the camera is to blame. James is working out, I'm here, Rash is asleep. Usual process of elimination. But yeah, no, we haven't filmed for 24 hours because we all just had a lay-in, I can't lie. Otherwise we would have died. Like, we've been working so much that we needed sleep. No sleep gang was not in effect. But James is getting his workout in.
Alright.
And yeah, Rash is still asleep, as I said before. And yeah, what we're gonna do? We're gonna sound check in an hour, and after that, we're gonna have dinner with, is he like the promoter? Yeah. Alright, so we're gonna have dinner with the promoter, and we're gonna come back to the hotel, maybe even get some more sleep, because we have a lot of time to like 3 in the morning, or like 2, or whatever.
I think it's 3, you know.
Huh?
I think it's 3.
Oh yeah.
The set.
The set's at 3:45, I think.
No, it's 3.
Oh, 3.
3 till 4:30.
Oh, yeah, so you see how late it is. To be fair, the club's already down the road. But yeah, we have like a lot of downtime, which is a bit strange. Because we never usually have downtime. But Wallace said he's gonna do the heaviest weight on the cool down.
Are you waiting for this?
Come on, bro.
How heavy is that?
35 kilos, yeah.
Surely it's more than that. Wait, you just grab hold of the rope. Bend your knees.
Rave the world.
Yeah. Try that.
Go on, Wallace! Transition.
Yeah, so we're just gonna go find Rashaan. I think he's been asleep. He'll probably deny it, but I think he's been asleep. And then speak to him about how he became a part of the team, so on and so forth. Let's go.
It is. Proper is, bro.
Same nose and everything, bro.
Let's have a look.
I read what you wrote.
It's a photo of Patrick Topping and Dennis Salter, and Dennis Salter is literally Wallace. It's crazy. So, we are here in Mallorca with Rashaan K. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, you know.
He's
I'm feeling
feeling
good
good.
now. I was tired before, I won't lie.
What?
Bro, I literally, after I left you guys in the last section of the episode in Croatia, I hadn't slept for 30 hours.
That's yeah, that's heavy. Yeah, so we're all good. We've got a lot of time to kill today, so yeah, we're just hanging out. So let's get back into the how to join the team. So anyone who watched the last episode already knows all about Rashaan's role as tour manager. And if you don't, then watch the last episode, number 25.
Yep.
Yeah. So to follow on from that, how did you join the team?
How I joined the team? I first joined the team, I was teaming for Tita on our first show to Barcelona. And at that time, James hadn't received his visa for America, so he ended up being on that show as well. While we were out in Barcelona, Tita had done her first show and James got called in last minute to do a show. And I was there at the same time. We literally, we had a quick discussion in the room about how you're doing your show.
Yeah.
Bear in mind, I haven't done a show with James before. We hadn't even spoken at that point, just like probably a few words while we were in the airport.
Yeah.
And yeah, that first show was the first time I had seen James do a madness on 4 decks in real life. And I literally just had to firm in that, like, oh yeah, I know what I'm doing. I know what he likes. Cool. Yeah. So that was the first time. My first proper show with James was on the 1st of October. And James had contacted me and said, oh, liked how you worked with me in Barcelona. Would you be up for being my tour manager? I'm not gonna lie, I was very like, oh, I thought I did a shit job.
Did you?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I actually thought I did a shit job. Because it was just last minute, I was like, I don't know what the hell I was doing. I was like, cool, I'll do it.
And yeah, next month will be a whole year since we worked together.
Mazza mode. So obviously, you knew Tita from a few years ago when you used to work in similar places, right?
Yeah.
So, like, I'm just trying to figure out how you ended up from someone who knows Tita to like what steps were taken along the way for you to go from somebody who wasn't working with me and Tita to someone who was.
So how I became TM for Tita was I was going through the transition period from being a DJ. For someone that don't know, I was a DJ into management.
Boy DJ.
And when I was going through that transition, I spoke to Tita a lot about it, what I was going to do and stuff. And Tita was telling me the exact same thing of what she was doing with her career. And I was like, T, do you need a TM? That's literally how the conversation went. And she said, yeah, I've been thinking about it a lot. And we had a long conversation about it. And the first show was Barcelona. And that's how I came about on that way of becoming a TM.
And then, as Rashawn said, on the first show, I was supposed to be in the USA doing a show by myself, but my visa hadn't come through. So I was just like hanging out, like had nothing to do. So I just went to Barcelona with Tita, and that's how I met Rashawn. All right, so what would you say makes you good at your role on this team?
What makes me good at my role in this team is knowing everyone on my team individually. That is what I'll say I'm good at. I like to know like everyone's strengths, weaknesses, what they like, what they dislike, and literally I'm very connected with every single one on a different level. I get to know everyone personally instead of just like, oh yeah, I work with you, do this, da da da. Yeah, that's more what I bring to the team, yeah.
So one thing that I would say about Rashawn that makes him really great at his job is he has perspective of the industry as a DJ as well. So that gives him technical experience that other people might not have. It also just gives him a perspective of what it's like to be the person behind the decks, the person providing the music, you know, which not all tour managers may have. So now, obviously, you guys know the team already. Real Hype Band already know the team. There's many more people involved in the process, but this is the core touring team. These are the guys that we work with every day. Now there's one more opportunity, and I actually really want a member of the Hype Fam to do this. I've got a real life job opportunity to work alongside me, Wallace, and the rest of the guys. If you are someone who watches Moving Differently every week, like, and you're there when the premiere comes out, then this could be perfect for you. I need someone who's really good at speaking English, who understands slang, to write out the subtitles for each episode. So if you're up for doing this, every week when Moving Differently premieres, you're going to watch it. Wallace is going to send you a subtitle file, and you're going to edit the timings, edit the words, and make sure that it's perfect. Send it back to Wallace, and then we're going to get it uploaded so that all the people who don't speak English that well are going to be able to watch Moving Differently with subtitles, and they're going to be able to understand it perfectly. Because you might have already noticed our subtitles, they're not perfect because we use the YouTube automatic ones, and it quite often gets words wrong. It can be quite funny actually, but it's not ideal. So yeah, what's the best way for these people to contact you if you want to apply for this role? And by the way, it is a paid role.
Send me a DM.
Send Wild Wallace a DM. What is it? At It's Wild Wallace.
That's it.
At It's Wild Wallace on Instagram. Send him a DM if you are serious at booking for this role. If you have time on your hands every week on a Monday, sometimes Tuesday, when Moving Differently drops 7 PM UK time. If you've got time on your hands then, and you are someone who sits in front of the computer and you are really good at English, send Wild Wallace a DM and we'll try and get this job going. So yeah. Now we got to go to soundcheck, eat some food, and do the show. Oh, and meet Wild Wallace's real life family.
Oi, oi.
Yeah, give us the paid transition, bro.
Sorry, voglio Mallorca. It's not. It's not a problem.
Do you do soundcheck? No, you do. I don't even know how you do soundcheck. Come on, come on. Here he goes.
You're not doing soundcheck now?
No, I don't know how to.
2, 1, 2.
Do it like you used to. I need some rhythms, man. I need some rhythms, babe.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Why my body was working.
Rash. Nice cool breeze out here.
What's going on, bro?
It's definitely not the sweatiest place in the fucking world. I feel like I'm in Miami. What the hell happened? Yo. You ready? Good one, yo. Welcome to BCM. You might know Gordon. Peace. You might not, but you probably should. Scouser. I'm not a real Scouser. I'm about to go on stage in 8 minutes, and we're just waiting for Rush to come back. He's like setting up the Zoom and doing all like Rashawn things. If you watched episode 25, then you would know all about Rashawn things. Transition.
Are we doing Dazzle or
Dazzle? Dazzle. So the USBs have a name. We have the Patriot and Dazzle. Okay. If you look at the keychain,
Patriot, does that explode at the end of the show?
No.
Luis. You know, that's just made my eyes work.
We got towels down there, Rush?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yo, sexy ladies want war with us, in the car with us, them not war with us. In the club, them want flex with us, to get next with us, them want vex with us. From the gym contact, not for fame, and the car in the head, and it is for fame. It's all good, girl, turn me on, till the early morn, let's get it on, 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 let's get In the early morning, let's get
Right, we need a seating arrangement, okay? So we're gonna seat them in a circle. Hi, it's lovely to meet you, James. What's your name? Sorry. Alright, so welcome to the debrief. We are here at BCM and the session's finished. We are here with Amy, Gordon, Sabian Peg, Bacon, Wild Rashawn, Rashawn, Kath, which is Wallace's mum, Chris, which is Wallace's stepdad.
Do you know where's Wallace?
He's there behind the Okay, so first of all, as a group, how do we think the show went?
It's alright, yeah.
It's alright.
We liked it.
I thought it was. I absolutely loved it. I absolutely loved it. Like the last time I came to this club, the layout was different inside, and they've changed it all around. I haven't been here since before COVID, and I think it's better now. Dare I say? You know, it's controversial when they change the club around. Some people love it, some people hate it, but I think it's really good. I think it's better. It's better to interact with the people. Paid, what do you reckon?
So it's my first time here actually, so I've never got to experience the old club. But I can tell you now, it's a vibe, and the vibe that James brought as well, fuck me, you can't get it anywhere else.
Fuck me.
He just swore. Use the bleeper machine.
Swore in front of Wallace's mum.
Yeah. Come on, bro.
What are you doing, mate?
Terrible language.
Terrible language, that.
Is there anything we want to add, John?
Yeah, I want to add. James Hyde, look out for this one. Future superstar. Right there.
Future superstar, he is now. Definitely.
Yeah. Respect.
Okay, so yeah, that was an amazing show. Honestly, I couldn't have asked for it to go any better. It was really good. Loads of hype on there.
New transitions, bro.
New transitions. Killed me. Why did I
I was like, whoa.
I
was there when
lost
he was
composure.
setting it up. I was like,
Lost composure.
Literally.
So yeah, we're all going to Italy tomorrow, but you're not coming because Wallace is off work.
Grounded.
Yeah, Wallace is
Got to do his homework.
Yeah. So yeah, the episode's ending here. Anything we want to add?
Follow James Hyde. Instagram, Facebook.
These are like the real hype. I'm watching this, so they're.
Alright, sorry, you already followed. Okay. Tell your friends.
God, and be cool.
I'm trying to be cool, but I don't know how to do that.
Do you know what a transition is? No. Right.
No,
So we need you to put something in front of the camera and say transition as you're doing it.
Well, then I turn up in a bikini or something.
No, we're just gonna end the video with it.
Yeah, like, put your hand in.
But don't use anything weird. Like don't get us like cancelled.
Okay, transition.
Put your hand in and then turn up in a bikini or a mankini. Get your glitters.
Pineapple.
That was good.